Hello everyone. This is in continuation with our testing of hypothesis. The next problem is a member of a public interest group concerned with environmental pollution asserts at a public hearing that fewer than 60% of the industrial plants in this area are complying with air pollution standards. That is a hypothetical statement by that member. Attending this meeting is an official of the Environmental Protection Agency who believes that 60% of the plants are complying with the standards. So she believes that 60% of the plants in that area are complying with the standards. So she decides to test the hypothesis at 0.02 significance level. She samples 60 plants from a population of over 10,000 plants and finds that 33 are complying with air pollution standards. Is the assertion made by the member of the public interest group a valid one or not? That is what we are supposed to test. So first of all, whatever is given in the question, let us capture. One is talking about people who are adhering to the standards or complying to the standards. So I can say population proportion of uh, industries complying to standards. We call that as P. And this is considered to be 60%. Here, who believes that 60% of the plants are complying with the standards. So that is small p, that is 0.6. Whereas fewer than 60% means here fewer than 60%. That is the member of the public interest group's opinion. So member of public interest group opinion is P less than 0.6. And this is about officials, officials, I can say intuition. Right. So one thing is clear that the above is a test concerning with, it's about a single population. So concerning with the single population proportion. Then further, what are all there? Decides to test the hypothesis at the 0.02 significance level. So level of significance which is denoted by the symbol alpha is 2% or 0.02. She samples 60 plants. So sample size denoted by small n is 60. From a population of over 1,000 plants. So population size, which is capital N, is over 10,000. Okay. And finds that 33 are complying with the standards. So sample proportion of plants or industries complying with standards. Is 33 out of 16. We will call that as P cap or P hat. What is that? It is 0.55. Right. So now the next step is the hypothesis. Null hypothesis. Here itself we have that wherever equality is appearing, that will be considered as a null hypothesis. And wherever equality is not there, it will be considered as alternative hypothesis. So it is P equal to 0.6 is our null hypothesis. Alternative, P less than 0.6. So we will use Z test since it is related to proportion, having a larger sample. And what is the relevant test statistic? The relevant Z test statistic will be Z cal under modulus, which is Z calculated value which is modulus cap P divided by standard error, where standard error is equal to square root of P into 1 minus P divided by smaller n. So what is P? P is 0.6. 1 minus P will be 1 minus 0.6, which will be 0.4. N is what? N is 60. So let us calculate this. It is 0.6 into 0.4 divided by 60. Whatever we got, we have to take a square root of that. So we get 0.063. So this will become now modulus of P cap. P cap is what? 0.55. 0.55 minus P, which is 0.6 divided by 0.063. If we subtract that, we get 0.55 minus 0.6 divided by 0.063. We get 0.794. Since there is a modulus, we ignore the negative sign. Now, for 2% significance level, what is that? Z table value. Z tab and the modulus, which is Z table value. At 2% level of significance for one-tailed test. This is a one-tailed test here. One-tailed test because it is focused on one side only, less than side. For a one-tailed test, is what? The Z table value for a 2% level of significance is 2.05. Now we can come to the conclusion or the inference, since Z-cal under modulus, which is what it is, 0.794, 0.794 lesser than Z-tab, which is 2.05. We accept the hypothesis. That's all. That ends this particular problem. In case if you find the contents of this video useful to you, I request you to please like, share it with your friends, and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you.